Welcome all. We are going to start our 19th lesson, that is constituents of food. So basically what is meant by diet we are going to see. Diet is that particular thing which you are consuming in the whole day. So what purpose we require food? Food is required for many of the activities we perform. We require food for the energy sake and also for the nutrients. What are the different taste of food and the food stuff you have? What do you experience from this test? So in this lesson we are going to study about the constituents of food, what actually things are present in the food and what are their functions, why are they so much necessary for us. The first one is carbohydrates. So carbohydrates, how you are going to find out them? So we are going to see, they have given you one small experiment. Take a piece of potato and take a iodine. Actually these experiments are to be done in school, but right now we are not present there, so we are just going to look after it. So iodine is going, you are going to apply that iodine on it, on that open or that potato which you are going to cut, and you can see that potato is changing its color. It is getting converted into black color. So this is just because of the starch present into that potato. So you can see when you are going to drop a pinch of iodine on it, you can see the color is changing. So the starch turns the blackish blue color, which means when a potato comes in contact of iodine, it gets converted into blackish or blue color. So we can infer that there is a starch present in potato. Sago and sweet potato also contains the starch. Cereals like jawar, bajra, wheat, rice contain lot of starch. Now the cereals which we are using for preparing the bhakri, chapatis, rice, etc., they are consisting of lot of starch. We obtain flour from these grains. We are also getting flour from which these grains. So we are getting this flour from these grains. You have seen also when your mother is preparing chapati, that time she is giving that rice, or she is giving that wheat to the particular machine, and afterwards you are getting that flour outside. So that flour you are using for preparing the chapatis, your mother is also preparing bhakri. So this we are getting from the grains, we are getting from the cereals. These grains are forming our staple diet. We are eating rice, we are also consuming chapatis which is made from wheat, we are coming in contact of pulses. So these are our staple diet. We are getting energy from these starchy substances. Our body uses this energy for different kinds of work. This energy also keeps the body suitably warm. So the energy which you are getting from the food keeps your body half, it keeps your body warm, and it also gives you energy to perform different tasks. So now when the starchy food we eat are digested, sugars are formed. When you are eating this all food stuff, some type of sugars are formed inside your body. These sugars burn slowly in all parts of your body, releasing energy. In other words, sugar formed by digestion of starch act as a fuel to our body, and that is what actually the petrol and diesel is doing for a vehicle. Same thing the food is doing for us. It gives us the energy to do the work. Now the next part is sugars. Basically we are knowing that sugar we are getting from sugar canes. We are getting jaggery also out of it. So this sugar consists of a sugar. These sugar canes also consist one type of sugar into it, that is called as sucrose. Ripe fruits like mango, banana, chiku also contain different kinds of sugar, which gives a sweet taste to it and also gives energy to it. Now the next part is fiber. We are getting fiber from the grains like jawar, wheat, which all the particles of that flour are not same. When you are getting the flour out of it, you can see that all particles of that flour are not same. Some are little shifted and some are little big. Some are very small, tiny ones. Some are powdery like. So they are leaving something behind, that is called as sieve. These particles or these fine particles and their skins are consisting of fibers. You will be knowing also, banana is very good or it is rich in fiber. So the next part is the bran is a fibrous substance Bran means what? If you have seen the wheat or the rice when you are winnowing, that time you can find that the creamish color layer or the covering of that rice, whichever it is, that is called as bran. It is a fibrous substance. It is helpful in the digestion. We are normally giving them to animals. Fibrous substance helps the food to move towards the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal means what? From your mouth, your stomach, your intestines, and later your anus. This food is getting forwarded to it in a proper speed. Undigested food which is no use to the body, it is been thrown out. Fibers helps to form the stool of the undigested food. Stool means what? Whatever you are throwing out of your body is called as stool. Fiber is also called to be as roughage. Fruits and vegetables, especially with their skins, whole grains, pulses, are also good in fiber. If our food does not contain fiber, you will be having problem in your excretion. You will be having problem while releasing out the waste substances out of your body. Up to now, we have learned about three types of substances, that is starch, sugar, and fiber. When starch, sugar, and fiber come together, they form carbohydrates, and carbohydrates are very essential to our body, which gives us the energy. Now we will see the next part, that is the fats. Fats, it is one of the oily substance, and we are getting these fats from the oily substances. When oil is been kept, or it is been kept, the drop of the oil, when it is been emitted on the paper, you can see some translucent type of layer is formed on it. Translucent means what? It is not actually opaque also, not transparent also. Paper becoming translucent is a sign of presence of fat into the foodstuff. Fat in our food gives us also the energy. So how carbohydrates is giving you the energy, same way fats is also providing you the energy. They gives you twice as much energy as carbohydrate. How much energy you are getting from carbohydrate? Double of that energy you are getting from the fats. And fats we are getting from cream, butter, ghee, oil, nut, meat, egg yolk, etc. The fats we eat is get stored into our body. If food is not available for some time, we are getting that energy from the fats itself. There is a layer of fat present beneath our skin which gives the shape to our body and also protects us from the damage which is been caused to our body. It also helps like a what we can say, temperature regulator, which keeps us warm every time whenever we are in cold weather or in hot weather. Okay, so now normally when you have seen, when you are ordering or when you are placing an order for television, fridge, etc., that all the instruments or all these equipments are coming in a proper covering. Cardboards, thermocols, etc. are being kept. Why? Because they are protecting them. Same way our body is protected because of these fats which is present beneath our skin. Whenever you are falling down, your bones or your internal organs are not getting damaged because of these fats. So the next part of this lesson we are going to study soon, that is proteins, and rest of it we are going to study in our next lecture.